Shamelessly Arguing with Vegans is a book authored by me. I'm Swati Prakash, and this book is kept intentionally free for the benefit of the planet, for the animals that we share this planet with, for ourselves, because we also are in danger of extinction, and because of climate change, the entire planet is in danger. Not only that, animal products and animal agriculture are the leading cause of human diseases, not just cancers and heart diseases, but also various germs, viruses such as coronaviruses, and causing spiritual disease. I'm a spiritual healer. I believe in spiritual empowerment and being positive, in being a good human being, in awakening of the soul. In this other book, there's poetry for ascension of the vegan soul and spirit on animal rights, rebellion, and equality. Countless babies and adults are raped, murdered, and sold off as shoes, belts, coats, sausages, curries, and burgers after a life of continuous suffering, violence, coercion, control, and domestic abuse. Considered as properties, they tarry around in lorries and trucks to the last breath of such horrors unperceivable by humans, strangely passed off as your personal choice in your psychopathically violent world. Meat of animals, dairy, eggs, and other products around us in the devil's own hell, a system of lower reptilian consciousness, one that each sane and rational human being should speak out against day after day. Let us awaken. Let us build a better universe for us. Now, the poem that I have to share with you today, let me select one. Emotion, energy in motion. Thoughts become things, creating realities. We are angels with wings. We meditate like we smoke and drink this drug we take so that we don't think. Our mind and feelings we want to escape into oblivion, our flight we want God, we want to go to higher heaven. Let us all retire. We do not feel. Why feel hurt? We only heal through thought, through word. We use this power, we call it divine, this artificial matrix of matter, space, time. We manipulate energy. We do all this. We manipulate energy constantly. Every thought you think is manifesting reality. It's not some God being. Every emotion, every vibration of your breath is manifesting reality. And reality is negative because we haven't created a positive energy within ourselves. If we are consuming animal products, if we believe in violence, then how can we manifest a positive reality? How can we heal the planet? Then you're just taking a drug if you're simply doing spiritual work without the real work of your inner transformation. Now let us see the argument of the day. Argument 75, highly relevant, exactly synchronous. We should focus on opening people's heart to love and compassion through meditation. And don't directly talk about veganism to them. A lot of people want to teach meditation, want to be very subtle about veganism, or not really say it at all if you can. Focus on that's what awakening is, just meditate and heal each other. This seems to me a false approach. It grossly dilutes the issue of animal suffering, which should be the main, foremost focus area of planetary ascension. We should not be apologetic vegans, afraid to say the V word. So a lot of people say, oh, don't say the V word, say plant-based food is there, come and share food with us. Don't say, oh, yeah, let's watch Dominion, let's watch Earthlings. Why not? We want to reach the hearts of others with love and compassion, but without witnessing the suffering of others, how will we heal them? How will we give them love? If someone was murdered or abused, let's say a child was hit or abused, what would you do? Would you take an indirect approach of teaching meditation to all the culprits? Do you think that will solve the problem? Then why are we having double standards when it comes to this amount of torture, this huge crime that the animals are subject to? These animals are just babies and children when they are slaughtered for tender meat. Yes, and their parents are kept in jail and abused and raped and sentenced to death for no fault of theirs, and their children taken away for a similar fate. I have throughout my life worked with lots of people, similar people. People were not always vegan. I taught Reiki and meditation and lots of positive energy exercises that I had learned over the years, and written dozens of books on them. People sometimes still refuse to go vegan after all of that energy work. My best friend wasn't vegan and still continues to argue against it. These people were seekers of personal healing, their selfish healing, not heart-based, loving, compassionate people who care about the planet or about the animals or about each other or about themselves. They were not interested in empathy. They were not interested in truth. They only wanted to manipulate energies mentally for their own advantage, enhancing their own life with their own wishes to be fulfilled in this lower world, reptilian energy. Some were even interested in negative magic, and I cut cords from them because they were evil beings who wanted to send harm to others through tantra and evil forms of witchcraft and evil forms of magic and demonism. I do not work for such people, and I do not remain friends with such people any longer. We must not hesitate to break free from evil, and we must not hesitate to highlight animal suffering as frankly and blatantly as possible, straight from the heart. No need to be wishy-washy, no need to beat about the bush. Let people be moved to feel love, to feel the tears of love, to feel pain of others. That is empathy. We are not just the victims. These animals are victims. We are, in fact, as humans, the perpetrators of great evil. We are not angels flying in heaven. We are learning lessons. We are fallen beings. Our ego is our number one roadblock to rise again, to ascension. We need to return to earth. We are not on earth. We must recognize the demons within us. We must work on relinquishing our evil side and trying to transform ourselves. Otherwise, enlightenment is impossible. Enlightenment be light. Be light. Don't be in the dark. Don't be a shadow of who you are. So forget about all this. Focus on your heart. Breathe in and breathe out of your heart center. Be light. That's who you are. And ground yourself in that energy of loving compassion and soulful connection with the soul of the universe that flows through all of us, that all of us are composed of, all of us are made of, which is our ultimate truth. Return to truth. Not just to a plant-based diet, but to truth. At least be vegan and then take the next step.